Hello aspirants, welcome to Geology Concepts. As you may have already realized that optional is the most crucial pillar of UPSC CSE as it has the potential not only to fetch a rank but can also be a determinant in deciding the cadre of your choice. In that context, today we will discuss about the most neglected yet arguably the most powerful optional subject, that is geology. Today, we will discuss what is the current scenario of geology as an optional, its many pros, cons, and how this very platform, that is the geology concepts, can help you realizing your goal of becoming a bureaucrat using geology as your choice of weapon as an option. Before that, let's look at some figures. As you can see from the graphs, the number of aspirants that take geology as an optional has been very low, which is around 30 to 40 students every year. If we compare this number to other optionals like geography and other subjects, where 2000 to 3000 students appear every year, uh, the question here is what is the underlying issue? Why these numbers are so discouraging? So let's talk about it. As I said, only few aspirants opt for geology as an optional. But why? Firstly, they do not see any results around them to encourage them to take geology as an optional. As very few people attempt, so very few people qualify, which further leads to few people opting for geology. So now it's a vicious cycle. Other issues that include are lack of guidance, which has always discouraged aspirants to go for geology as a choice of optional subject. Absence of coaching and study material basically made this preparation very self-centered, which is not easy given the vast syllabus of the UPSC. In such case, forming peer groups can immensely aid and fast track your preparation. But unfortunately, even this option is not possible as very less people prepare, students not being able to form peer groups for their study. Another most important problem is even if there is any study material available, they are either inadequate or poor in terms of nature of UPSC syllabus, which rather than helping students eventually confuse them. Geology is very vast as a subject, but for exam purpose, very syllabus centered preparation is needed, which no book currently in the market provides. So we have talked what are the problems associated with the subject, but how geology can help you ace the CSE, that is the motto of today's video. So let's talk about it. Geology is considered a very scoring subject because it is scientific and somewhat technical in nature. It is mostly facts and there is very little scope for independent interpretation. Hence, if you know the concepts well and answer the questions accordingly, it will definitely fetch you reasonably good marks. And also by substantiating your answers with diagrams, charts, you will further enhance the score in the mains paper. Other important aspects are it has a very static syllabus. It has a very static syllabus. That means you do not have to expect the latest and surprising topics and progresses to be included every year in the syllabus as current affairs. This keeps the preparation plan very simple and also lets you make the most of the previous year question papers. Having been said that, the most questions are repeated either as exact matches or in slightly modified manner. Hence, practicing the previous year's question papers thoroughly will help you cover a significant majority of the syllabus. Other important thing associated with geology is that for both UPSC, CSC and the Forest Services examination, the optional is common and have the same syllabus. So if you prepare it for one time, you'll prepare it both for both the examination. Also, these topics that are in geology are mostly connected and overlap with the topics in physical geography, which is an important part of the general studies paper 1 syllabus. This is applicable for aspirants who are appearing in IS as well as for Indian Forest Services. Also, the scope for competition is much less in geology with so few takers of the optional subject. This means that if you score good marks, your chances of qualifying also increases manifold. Lastly, the syllabus is limited, hence it requires very less time for preparation. Let's say about 3 to 4 months, you'll easily complete the whole syllabus. And the cherry on the top is it is interesting subject to learn. So we have discussed the problems that are associated with it, but let's elaborate it further. As we discussed, there are very few coaching centers that teach this subject, and one mostly has to rely on self study. Um, as there are very few takers of this subject, so the achieving of economic of scale is not very easy, and hence this subject as such has been neglected by the coaching industry for very long. That's why if you go to the market, you don't find good test series, ready-made materials, and on top of that, in-person guidance is almost impossible to find. Also, there is no single book that covers the entire syllabus. Thus, students had to invest in many different books while also avoiding the out-of-course topics. So these are the very important problems that associated with the geology as an optional subject. But if I want to take geology as an optional, uh, where can I go? Where can I find the guidance? Don't worry about it. We are here for you. At Geology Concepts, we provide excellent lessons that cover the entire UPSC and the Forest Services course, examination course, that are taught by industry experts who are from IITs and ISers with years of experience in field of geology. There are certain topics like paleontology and stratigraphy which can get boring sometimes. But we at Geocon have designed various interactive quizzes, maps, mind maps, crosswords, and more such things which will help you retain even the boring topics in a better way. The most important aspect is evaluation. Constantly evaluating yourself, your conceptual clarity forms the most important pillar of UPSC. There is no point of reading the subject if you don't realize the exact nature of the questions that are asked in the question in the examination. For that, you can avail the dedicated test series for UPSC CSC Indian Forest Services available at Geology Concept platform, which are also available with model answers, necessary materials, and one-to-one mentorship. Also, we provide quick evaluation and in-person feedback sessions, which are available at our platform, and it will definitely help you grasp the subject in a more efficient way. So that's it for today. Thank you for your time. I hope you find something meaningful today. We will come up with more such informative content on geology for UPSC CSC and also for combined geoscientist examination in future. You can check out our platform by clicking on the link given in the description. Thank you again.